Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Bagas from class 4A, here to interpret a video titled Why Do Young People Feel So Lonely for my final assignment in listening course. So please enjoy.
6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
6 menit berbahasa Inggris dari bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, welcome to 6 Minute English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Sam.
Halo, selamat datang di 6 menit bahasa Inggris. Aku Neil dan aku Sam.
And we are sitting here in New Broadcasting House in the middle of London.
Kita sekarang lagi duduk di New Broadcasting House di tengah-tengah kota London.
Would you say, Sam, that this is an isolated place?
Oh, no.
Menurut kamu Sam, tempat ini bisa dibilang terpencil, gak sih?
Not at all. Isolated means far away from other places and people.
Wah, jelas enggak dong. Terpencil itu artinya jauh dari tempat dan orang lain.
Does that mean then, do you think that you can't be lonely here with all these people around and all these things to do?
Nah, terus kalau tempat ini nggak terpencil, artinya kita nggak bisa masa kesepian dong ya. Kan banyak orang dan banyak yang bisa dilakukan di sini.
Ah, good question. Can you be lonely in a crowd?
Bagus tuh pertanyaannya. Bisa gak sih kita merasa kesepian di tengah keramaian?
Yes, of course. I think you can be because being lonely isn't about physical isolation.
Buat aku bisa banget. Karena kesepian itu bukan cuma soal tempat.
I think you can be lonely anywhere. If you feel that you're disconnected from the world around you, if you feel that no one understands you.
Aku pikir kamu bisa merasa kesepian di mana saja. Jika kamu merasa nggak nyambung dan merasa orang sekitar tidak mengerti kamu.
If you are living happily in isolation in the Scottish Highlands, for example, I'm sure you could feel lonely if you came here to London.
Misalnya aja kamu bisa bahagia tinggal sendirian di pegunungan Skotlandia. Aku juga yakin kamu bisa merasa kesepian pas datang ke London yang ramai.
Well, loneliness is today's topic. The BBC has just completed a big survey about it, which we will learn more about shortly.
Nah, topik kita hari ini memang soal kesepian. BBC baru saja bikin survei besar tentang hal ini. Dan kita bakal bahas lebih lanjut.
But first, of course, a question. Where is the most
Tapi seperti biasa, sebelum itu ada pertanyaan dulu.
isolated inhabited place on the planet?
Di mana sih tempat berpenghuni paling terpencil di dunia?
Which I mean the place furthest away from anywhere else with the fewest people living there. Is
Maksudnya tempat yang paling jauh dari tempat yang lain dan punya orang paling sedikit di sana.
it A, McMurdo Station in Antarctica? B,
Apakah A. McMurdo Stasiun di Antartika?
Siwa Oasis in Egypt's Western Desert? Or
Apakah Siwa Oasis di Gurun Barat Mesir?
is it C, the island of Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic? What do you think?
Apakah C. Pulau Tristan da Cunha di Atlantik Selatan?
Exam.
I've got
Kau pilih yang mana, Sam?
absolutely no idea. So this is just a guess. I think it's the one in Antarctica. I'm gonna go with that.
Aduh, nggak tahu juga sih. Tebak aja deh. Kayak di Antartika A. Itu yang aku pilih aja.
Well, we'll have the answer later on in the program.
Oke, nanti kita kasih jawabannya di akhir acara ya.
Loneliness is seen as a big problem for the mental health of the population.
Jadi gini, kesepian sekarang dianggap sebagai masalah serius buat masyarakat kesehatan mental mereka.
So much so that the British government has a minister for loneliness. But
Bahkan pemerintah Inggris punya menteri khusus untuk mengurus kesepian loh.
which age groups suffers most from loneliness? Here is a BBC report
Umur berapa yang paling kena kesepian. Menurut riset BBC,
about the research.
There is a common stereotype that loneliness affects only the old and the isolated. It does, but what this experiment also shows is that loneliness is felt throughout life.
ada stereotip yang menyatakan hanya orang berumur tua yang merasa kesepian, dan memang mereka merasa kesepian. Menurut riset ini, kesepian itu sudah ada di setiap umur di hidup.
People aged between 16 and 24 experience loneliness more often and more intensely than any other age group.
Umur 16 sampai 24 merasa kesepian lebih sering dan lebih intens dari umur-umur lainnya.
So, according to the research, Sam, which section of society is most affected by loneliness?
Jadi menurut riset ini, Sam, kelompok umur mana sih yang paling sering merasa kesepian?
This might be a surprise, but it's 16 to 24-year-olds.
Nah, ini yang menarik. Paling sering merasa kesepian justru anak umur 16 sampai 24 tahun.
Surprised by that, because like many, I would have guessed that it was older people.
Wah, jujur aku juga kaget. Seperti banyak orang lain. Kirain orang tua yang paling kesepian.
The reporter did say that that was a stereotype. A stereotype is nothing to do with stereo music, but it's the noun we use to describe a very simple and basic judgment of someone and their character and personality based on their age, nationality, profession, and so on.
Risetnya memang bilang ada stereotip. Stereotip tidak ada hubungannya sama stereo musik sama sekali. Tapi kata benda yang kita gunakan untuk menggambarkan penghakiman kita yang sederhana dan cetek terhadap karakter dan kepribadian seseorang berdasarkan umur, ras, pekerjaan, dan lain-lainnya.
So a stereotype of British people is that we can't cook, we have bad teeth, we're very reserved, and never say what we mean.
Misalnya stereotip orang Inggris katanya nggak bisa masak, giginya jelek atau terlalu kaku, nggak pernah jujur.
I know what you mean. My cooking is wonderful, Sam. And the stereotype
Apa maksud masakanku sangat lezat, saya?
is that old people get lonely.
Much like
Dan stereotip lainnya adalah orang tua itu pasti kesepian.
the stereotypes of British people, this may be true in some cases. I've eaten some of your home-cooked meals, remember, Neil?
Sama halnya dengan stereotip Inggris, mungkin itu benar untuk beberapa orang, karena ingat, aku sudah makan beberapa masakan rumahmu, Neil.
But it's not true for the majority.
Tapi tak benar untuk mayoritasnya.
It is young people who feel lonely more often and more intensely.
Justru anak muda yang lebih sering merasa kesepian dan perasaan mereka juga lebih intens.
Intensely here means strongly. The feeling of loneliness is stronger in young people than older people.
Intens ini berarti lebih dalam gitu. Kesepian lebih dalam untuk anak muda daripada yang tua.
The reporter goes on to give some explanation for why young people might be more lonely.
Dan selanjutnya kita dengerin lagi dari laporan BBC soal kenapa anak muda bisa lebih rentan terhadap kesepian.
Researchers from the University of Manchester who analysed the data suggested feeling lonely may plague the young because it's a time of identity change.
Peneliti dari Universitas Manchester bilang berdasarkan data, anak muda mungkin merasa rentan, merasa kesepian karena masa-masa itu adalah masa transisi jati diri.
Out your place in the world and of learning to regulate emotions.
Mereka lagi nyari tahu siapa diri mereka, tempat mereka di dunia ini, dan masih belajar untuk mengatur emosi.
He says that feeling lonely may plague young people. What does he mean there?
Dia bilang kesepian itu bisa plague anak-anak muda. Apa yang dia maksud itu?
If you're plagued by something, it means that it troubles you, it bothers you, and not just once. It's something that happens continually or repeatedly.
Jika di-plague sesuatu, artinya mengganggu banget gitu. Kayak terus-terusan, secara berulang-ulang.
He says this may be because at that age we're still figuring out our place in the world. We're trying to understand the world and what we're supposed to do with our lives.
Iya, dan dia bilang mungkin karena pas kita muda, kita masih nyari tahu arah hidup. Kita mencoba untuk memahami dunia dan apa yang kita harus lakukan di hidup ini.
He also suggests that younger people have not yet learned how to regulate their emotions,
Dia juga bilang anak muda belum jago mengendalikan emosi.
which is another way of saying to control their emotions.
Dengan kata lain, untuk kontrol emosi mereka.
Right, time to review this week's vocabulary. But before that, let's have the answer to the quiz.
Oke, mari kita lihat ulasan kosakata kita. Tapi kita lihat jawaban kuis tadinya dulu.
Where is the most isolated inhabited place on the planet? Is it A, McMurdo Station in Antarctica? B,
Tempat berpenghuni mana paling terpencil di dunia? Apakah itu A, McMurdo Stasiun di Antartika?
E, Siwa Oasis in Egypt's western desert? Or C,
Apakah B, Siwa Oasis di Gurun Barat
the
Mesir?
island of Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic? What did you say, Sam?
Apakah C, Pulau Tristan da Cunha di Atlantik? Kamu pilih yang mana, Sam?
I said A.
Tadi
Well,
aku milih
I'm
A.
afraid to say the answer is actually C.
Itu sangat disayangkan mengatakan kalau jawabannya adalah C.
The island of Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic. It has a population of fewer than 300 and it's only accessible by a 6-day voyage by ship from South Africa.
Pulau Tristan da Cunha di Atlantik Selatan. Penduduknya kurang dari 300 orang dan cuma bisa dijangkau lewat kapal selama 6 hari di Afrika Selatan.
So, not a popular place for a weekend break?
Indeed not.
Waduh, itu sih gak cocok buat liburan akhir pekan ya.
Now it's time for a recap of our
Hah, iya banget.
vocabulary. The first word was isolate.
Nah, sekarang waktunya kita ulas kosakata yang kita pelajari hari ini.
Which Tristan da Cunha certainly is. It means far away from other places and people.
Kata pertama adalah isolated. Ya, berarti terpencil, dan Pulau Tristan da Cunha pasti emang kecil.
And there was stereotype, the noun for a simplistic view of a person or group based on their nationality, age, profession, and the like.
Dan ada stereotip, anggapan umum yang seringkali mengaku tentang suatu kelompok berdasarkan umur dan lain-lain.
Intensely means strongly.
Being plagued
Intensely berarti dengan kuat.
by something means it causes you problems and difficulties.
Plague berarti mengganggu terus-menerus, menimbulkan suatu masalah.
If you are trying to figure something out, you are trying to understand it.
And
Kita mencoba untuk figure out berarti mencari tahu untuk memahami sesuatu.
to regulate something means to control it.
Well,
Dan untuk regulate itu untuk mengatur atau mengontrol sesuatu.
sadly, that's the end of the program. Hopefully, you won't feel too lonely without us. Remember,
Oke deh, segitu dulu untuk episode kali ini. Semoga kamu gak ngerasa kesepian setelah kita pamit.
we're always here on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, our app, and of course, the website bbclearningenglish.com.
Tapi tenang aja, kamu bisa terus temuin kita di Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, aplikasi dan pastinya di website kita bbcenglishlearning.com.
See you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
Sampai ketemu lagi. Dadah. Dadah.
6-Minute English from the BBC.
And that's my interpretation. So thanks for watching and listening.